They didn't get Mbappe, but they did get Eduardo Camavinga. This, of course, something which developed, it seemed, very quickly over the last couple of days, Jules.
That's right, Dan. Especially last night, there was a big breakthrough in the conversation, the negotiation. He had only 1 year left on his contract, a bit like Mbappe, and Rennes didn't want to lose him on a free, unlike PSG, and he also, I think, wanted to move. He hadn't played much this season because of the uncertainty over his future. He's only 18, but he's an incredible talent. And I think for that price, the 30 million euro that Real Madrid paid, there's bonuses. It could go up to a bit more. But they got themselves a bargain because there's nothing he cannot do in midfield. And yet he's still very young and he will need to learn and to work on a lot of things and to improve. But the way he drives the ball forward, the intelligence, the tactical awareness, the left foot, of course, the long range passing, the short range passing, even physically, he's already quite strong. Only at 18 years old, it's I think, a fantastic signing, really is.
Do you like him, Frank?
Yes, I'm very fan of him. He didn't have a good season last season, but the season before he showed all his strengths and talent and the possibility that he has. He's a good seed. He's going to grow up, and it's a very good transfer fee for Real Madrid. It's a good club where he will have the chance to play and show his talent. I'm pretty sure he's going to do well. And as Jules said and named all his skills, he's going to go to success. That's for sure.
Will he start, Jules?
I still think that the Casemiro, Modric, and Kroos midfield three is your starting midfield three. Then you've got Valverde as your fourth option and in the rotation. And then I think Eduardo comes in then, which is fair. I don't think he expects to play 60 games either. He's there to learn. But already, if you think towards the future, once Modric especially, and then Kroos as well, moves on or retire or leaves the club, then you've got Valverde, Camavinga already there to take over. And I think this is fantastic. They complement each other so well. If you look at Valverde's assets and qualities and Camavinga's, they're perfect. And one is right-footed, the other one is left-footed. And if you find the right holding midfielder, which could well be Casemiro for a few more years now, then it's already there. So fantastic talent, not starting every single game, but he will be very useful for them this season. And I think it would bring already a lot to this team.
No Mbappe, though, Jules. Reports that they turned down PSG a late $200 million bid from Real Madrid. Is that true?
So PSG are denying it right now. Our sources on the Spanish side at ESPN said that they made that verbal offer. I don't know if verbal counts for Paris, I don't know. But we've been saying for weeks now that they didn't want to sell him in the first place. Yes, at some point they opened the door and we thought that Real Madrid could get something out of there, but PSG also said it's on our terms. If you meet our terms, you will get Kylian. If you don't meet our terms, if it's not under our conditions, it's not going to happen. And again, I don't think for them it was just about the money. I think they wanted a replacement, and if they could not find one, and they didn't, it was harder for them to let him go too. But it was a big power game from the beginning, with bluff from both sides, with stuff said in the media. I mean, the tic-tac from El Chiringuito for weeks and weeks now was even a running joke at some point. But in the end, he will be in Paris for another year, and then he will leave on a free in a year's time, probably to go to Madrid, and they will eventually get him. But this time, they didn't win the battle that they usually win when it comes to transfer in this way.
Gab, what's crazier? A team bidding 200 million euros for a player that's only got 1 year left on his contract, or a team turning down 200 million euros for a player with only 1 year left on his contract?
I genuinely don't know. And look, I try to look for logic here, and I say, well, maybe the logic is that, Real Madrid knew these bids were going to be turned down. And as we said before, that this is just a way to link Mbappe closer to them. At the same time, Paris Saint-Germain can go and justify it and say, oh no, but we're still confident that we can get him to extend his deal, and we're going to talk to him. I think it was the owner's brother, I think, who tweeted, and said something to that effect, saying, oh no, we're going to talk to him, and we hope to extend his deal and keep him here. It's a really, really tough one. It wouldn't have made sense for me if this deal had gone through. Obviously, people are going to ask about financial fair play. How can Paris Saint-Germain afford this? UEFA are going to look at financial fair play rules when they kind of come back into effect, because right now they're suspended, of course. if you're cynical, you might say maybe the Qatari ownership's time horizon only lasts through December 2022 when the World Cup takes place. And then after that, they up stakes and leave and sell what's left of the club. And so maybe they don't really care. I genuinely don't know how they're going to go and magic a solution up, a solution that's going to appear fair to everybody involved.
Frank, you were pointing at your face. Why?
No, because it cracks me up. You know, you have to understand who you're talking to. You're talking about Qatar. You're talking about a country where 200 million would be for you and I $1. It's nothing. There is a reason why they have Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, Ramos, because they are so rich, they can buy everybody. And next summer or next winter, they can make an offer to Mbappe that it won't be possible for him to say no, because it could make him the richest player on the planet. So there is nothing we can count for them more than winning the Champions League. If their goals, they're going to do it, whatever it costs. And they don't care about giving so much money or denying 200 million because it's Qatar. It's not PSG, it's Qatar. And I know those people, and they're very stubborn, and they're going to keep on doing what they want to do to make sure they're going to win the Champions League.
Interesting point Frank brings up there, Jules. Obviously, the general consensus is Mbappe will go to Real Madrid on a free in the summer. When you've got unlimited funds, as PSG have got, how much money would be enough, if any, to persuade Mbappe not to go to Spain?
But we've said already, Dan, it's not about the money either for him. They're already offering, he's on 20 million a year. He goes up to 35, which is the same as Neymar, which is slightly lower than Messi. But I don't think he's that. We've explained the idea that he wants to be at the center of everything. He wants to be the poster boy. He wants to be the big star. And certainly in Paris, there will always be Messi for the next 2 years at least. And then at some point, Neymar around, even if Kylian is the biggest player in that team and the most efficient and the most important in a way with all his goals. But there will still be something missing, I think, there. That's why he's saying he's not going to extend. And that's why I think, of course, you have to try again. And you have to get Messi involved and Sergio Ramos and Neymar, all those players trying to convince him to stay, even if it's just another year. But I don't think he will sign now. I don't think he will extend. It's not in his interest anymore. He's much better off not signing it and then in 12 months' time having all the top clubs knocking at his door, and then he can choose the best and where he wants to go, and that's probably going to be Real Madrid. But if he wants to go to Liverpool or Man City or Juventus or Bayern Munich, whoever else, they will all be there because he will be a free agent. So as much as I would love him to sign a new deal, and the club too, and they will try, of course, but I really don't think it will happen, regardless of how much they can offer on the table.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.